Hello, my name is Dominic Laurel, and today we'll be doing the Introduction to Communication Mastery assignment V2. I have my note cards here already. You might not be able to see them, but I do have them. Okay. Today we'll be talking about the Oklahoma education system, its flaws, its problems, and how we can fix it and how we can prepare it for the future. I'll fix my hat. Our education system is the second lowest in the entire country. Second lowest in the entire country, is the lowest in the nation in mathematics and reading. It is ranks 47th, so it's third lowest. I apologize. It is, I'd say, the lowest of them all, but that's personal opinion. Thank you. I want to tell you why this is happening, the reasons for it, how we can solve these issues, and how we can prepare for the future so this does not happen again. Again, this has been going on for well over 70 years. Longer than that, but this is when the brunt of it started in the past 70 years. We are severely underfunded here. It's severely unequally divided among the schools itself. They do not separate them. If anything, we're separated by money. Financial segregation is what it's called. The richer school districts have unbelievably huge campuses on everything that we don't have. They have metal detectors in their schools. They have bars on their windows. 10 feet tall fences with chain link. And you can find the differences every day, any day, driving through town. You can see one school that's smaller than two football field put together. Man, you can drive down the street less than 30 minutes and find a school that has 3 or 4 different football fields, campuses the size of a college, stadiums bigger than entire community centers. I mean, they can afford to give them everything you could imagine, but we can't afford to have an art class. I've been to 2 different schools while living here, and I didn't even learn how to write properly until I started taking classes separately out of the school for that, as well as computer classes I took separately as well. I'm still not even good at that. When it comes to the main courses, of course, it was quite a showful when I moved to this school here, Epic Charter Schools. It was like I was jumping multiple grades to me almost. It was things I'd never seen before, things I'd never done, let alone heard of. And I'm making my progress, of course. But I mean, the way it's been allowed to happen over the years, this whole cluster mess is politicians literally stuffing money into their pockets. I mean, our prime example here is Governor Stitt. It's two-faced. Rather pocket money than put it towards the future of this country, the future of this state. Just the mass underfundment and unequal dividing of the money that this public education system uses. It is not divided equally, it is not divided fairly. Not in the slightest. It is a true failure, unless you go to a private school here. And primarily in my other school, the only thing they taught us was how to pass the SAT tests so that they could get their state funding. That was it. Just the bare minimums. That was all. Just to get their funding. Hell, we even had excuse my language, I'm very sorry. A janitor that was also a substitute teacher because they could not afford to hire a proper one. Not to say we had teachers quit. We never had the same teacher for over a year at that school. Just one coming in, one going out constantly, even to this day. And the only true way to fix this problem is to get to the root of it, which is the funding. And we need to raise the funding because that is, in the end, the only thing that will solve this issue. The only thing that will make a reasonable fix for it. Although I have no clue how long that'll last before someone horrible comes along and takes that too. Because that is the nature of humans. And the reality is, it is necessary to prepare the second generation for the future. We need to be prepared for it. They don't even teach us the things that we need to know in this new world. It's just unbelievable. So many new things, and nothing has been done to change and teach more and evolve the teaching. We've been taught the same thing for hundreds of years, for decades. These same things. Even with history going forward and going over these bumps, it has not changed at all. We're still learning the same things kids learned 100 years ago, 70 years ago. And the only way to fix it is funding and a proper mindset. And we are not going to get that until we find someone that is for our interests, for this. And the fact is, that's going to take a long time. And by the time that happens, it's going to be gone. It'll be down the drain. You can already see this generation failing and the next. And that's how it goes. It goes on and on and on and on. Because that is the loop that we are in. And the only way we can fix it is with proper funding. And that is it. I thank you for your time. I thank you for your patience, and goodbye.